Good morning. It is day 152, Monday, around 8:16 in the morning on July 21st, and we are at the Delaware Water Gap post office picking up a package that Optimus mailed to himself, or Dr. Quinn mailed for him, I'm not sure which. But today's going to be a big day. We have 2 milestones we're going to hit, and I'm excited. This one's special to me in some ways. So stay tuned. Well, we just reached Route 80, and we will be crossing the Delaware River here shortly into New Jersey. Awesome. have it, 1,300 miles, and we're in New Jersey, my ancestral homeland.
Together we could break this trap. We'll run till we drop. Baby, we'll never go back. Oh, you walk with me out on the wire. 'Cause baby, I'm just a scared and lonely rider. But I gotta know how it feels. I wanna know if love is wild, babe. I wanna know if love is real. Oh, can you show me? Beyond the palace, semi-powered drones scream down the bowl.
1:53, Tuesday, July 22nd. That makes sense? Yes, July 22nd. And we woke up from our campsite. It's a bit chilly. It says 60, feels like 58, which is amazing after all that heat we had. But I actually have to wear my vest. And a little chilly this morning. A little chilly last night too. But we're gonna try for about, I think, 18 and a half today. Originally I was gonna try for 23, but there's still some rocks. And yesterday was a pretty rough 21. So a little sore and tired. So I think we're gonna cut it down to 18 and a half is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get to, I forgot the name of the shelter, as always when I ever get on the camera. It's like it's something with an R, about 18 and a half miles from here. And we're also gonna try to stop and have lunch in, what was it? Not Blairstown. Something with a B. Some Mountain Tavern, something. Mountain House Tavern. So stay tuned. Well, we just had lunch in Branchville, New Jersey. Branchville? I think so. At the Mountain House Tavern. And now we're climbing a big hill. Oh, shouldn't have those beers. This one's high. Can't go up to the top, as usual. But that's Pennsylvania behind me. And then that is New Jersey. And pretty cool. Looks great. Well, there you have it. We were able to pull off a 19.1 day today. My feet are trash now. 21 yesterday, 19 today. Now my left foot is kind of like doing what my right foot did. I'm not going to urgent care again just to get it poked and prodded and all the nurses make fun of me. So I just gotta, I don't know, maybe too much mileage, too much rocks. I don't know, because the rocks haven't quite ended. We were warned about that they kind of carried into New Jersey, at least till High Point. But we are at mile marker like 1337, and after tomorrow we should be past High Point, past 50 miles in, where they say the rocks kind of subside. So one thing they don't tell you about New Jersey is there's a little bit of a lack of water on the trail. There are water sources. There's a couple springs like that we've used, but unfortunately there's a lot of like standing water and even like beaver dam water, and like you don't want to touch nothing from a beaver dam. I mean, Optimus has like some chlorine tablets, like we could use it, but if it's not an emergency, like tonight, like we rolled in with probably 1 liter each, and like we still had to cook, and I got like a little bit of water left for tonight, and then probably about 3 miles in the morning without water, and then we'll hopefully find some good reliable water source to fill up on. But yeah, so if you're coming through New Jersey, be prepared, because like we even had some rain like last week, so it's still pretty dry. And then like some of the places, like I said, you're not really wanting to get it from there anyway. So look forward to tomorrow's video. We'll be going past High Point. There's a monument there, so that'll be pretty cool. And we'll be turning the corner and we're at be the highest point in New Jersey, which is actually higher than where I'm from in New Jersey. We'll be riding the border of New Jersey and New York down a little bit, and then I don't think we're going to cross into New York until the day after tomorrow. So we still got to go past Greenwood Lake. So that's what's going on. Also on Friday, I'm hoping to meet up with a friend of mine around right with the start of Harriman. So that's the plan. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. And at the end of the video, there's a way for you to donate to the Black River American Legion. I am still fundraising for them, so don't forget. If you have the ability to, please make a donation. Every little bit helps. Thank you. Have a good day. 154, Wednesday, July 23rd, and we're leaving Rutherford Shelter. Nice shelter. Lots of camping, no water. I told you that last night. But we are about to head to High Point. We're gonna head to the headquarters first, get water, maybe dry out some things because we had a lot of condensation from last night. Our tents are soaked, or rain flies anyway. Ground sheets. So that's it. Stay tuned. High Point State Park. Tent drying. And that's just from condensation. It didn't even rain. But we were super wet when we woke up. Anyway.
You just stayed at that one group?
So we're still in High Point State Park, and we're going up to the actual monolith of the memorial, Veterans Memorial, that's up on the top. It's like a big, well, monolith. You know, I was thinking the whole way from the headquarters, the park headquarters, like it's kind of a bizarre moment. Of course, I wouldn't skip a Veterans Monument on the AT. You know, that'd be kind of silly, being a veteran. But I even made my way to Audie Murphy as well. But kind of thinking about things, it's kind of crazy. If those of you who haven't been watching, I started my interest in my journeys on the AT in the year 2000 with some friends, actually July 2000, so 25 years ago today, or this month. I was out on the AT in Harriman with some friends. And I went on later to do, you know, I did it like 2 more times with other groups of friends a couple years later, or over the next couple years, still in high school, or actually on my graduation day too. But for those of you who don't know, I grew up in New Jersey. So here I am, 25 years later, back on the Appalachian Trail, this time a through hike. And I'm in my originally home state, walking up to a Veterans Memorial. And the only reason I don't live in New Jersey anymore is because I joined the Army and became a veteran. So it's kind of a unique feeling, kind of like all converging on itself. So yeah, well, join me in Optimus as we take, it's a 0.2 off the trail for those who want to know. I'd say from the looks of it, it's worth it. I took a couple pictures back there. Yeah, I'm excited. Stay tuned. All right, we had to do one more large climb before we got out of New Jersey. That was pretty epic, not great views, but awesome. Well, how did I know that my first bear sighting would be in New Jersey? Well, I just had a beer at the Wits End Tavern, which is right on the state line in Unionville, New York. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Well, there was almost a motorcycle accident in front of me. That was interesting too. But yeah, I decided to do a little bit of a road walk. Optimus is still on trail next to me, and it is hot on the road. I don't know. I got a little bit of relief from the rocks on trail. My foot is killing me. I got a beer, but he might be in the shade. Well, give and take, you know? Well, you're not gonna believe this, but here I am on the State Line Road, coming from Wits End Bar, trying to meet up with Optimus sometime. Not sure when, doing a Facebook Live. Just got done with the Facebook Live. Put my phone down for a second. And bam, look who it is. He comes walking out. And now the road that I was walking is the trail. So I wasn't that far off. Day 155, third day. And what better way to start the day, or a little bit later, than to get some hot dogs from T-Dogs right on trail. Awesome. A little warm today. At least the humidity's up again. I'm sweating. And Stairway to Heaven. That was no joke. That's probably the hardest climb I've had in a long time. Whew. Stair stepping. It's hot. I've had a bad day yesterday. I didn't get to drown my miseries or my foot pain in beer. So I looked up an American Legion and I made my way to the Greenwood Lake American Legion. Never knew it was here. It looks actually kind of new. I don't know if this was here when I used to go to Mount Peter. Pretty awesome. Check out the inside. Day 156. Yesterday was a good day. Got that out of my system. Got to meet up with Steve Nowicki, Mount Peter race team. That was a blast from the past, like 30 years. And hang out at a Legion, meet a bunch of nice folks, walk through Greenwood Lake. Unfortunately, I overindulged. I didn't leave until dark. So I ended up on this Blue-Blaze to get me out of Greenwood Lake. Hiking in the dark, first time. Headlamp, yeah. Got lost a little bit. Walking, traipsing through the woods until I found the trail again. And then I couldn't find a campsite, so I cowboy camped basically. And the bugs were ferocious. So now I got about 0.4 till I catch the trail again. And Optimus is just like a couple miles behind me. It's like 6 in the morning. I have a 19-mile day to get where I'm supposed to meet another friend at Fingerboard Shelter. It could be a rough day. It's supposed to be hot. I think there's some bad weather coming, so I don't know if my friend Steve is gonna actually camp out tonight. We might have to go into town if the weather's that bad. We'll see. Stay tuned. When a chair appears out of nowhere on top of a rock, looking into the mountain, you must sit. All right, so there was a change of plans, as always. It was going to be a hot day and a chance of rain and thunderstorms. So instead of Steve, my buddy Steve Kaiser, meeting me in Harriman to camp out for the night, he came and picked me up at 1388, right before Harriman State Park, and we went back to his place in Chestnut Ridge, New York, for some Modelo's and relaxing time, rest my feet, and I plan to zero for tomorrow anyway, so this is gonna be some reminiscing, stories, drama, and everything that's been going on for the last, probably like 5 years since I seen him last, or maybe even longer, like 10 years. Crazy. Anyway, so we're hanging out, and maybe I'll get a picture of him, the elusive Stephen Kaiser. Day 157, and we got some wheels for a Jersey trip. Well, I had to resupply and camp more while I'm still in New Jersey. Day 158, and we are getting back on trail, and we're about to start Harriman. And then we have a surprise for you when we get to Bear Mountain Bridge. I haven't mentioned it, but stay tuned. arrived at Lemon Squeezer. We meet again. It's only been 20-something years since I last passed through here.
I think you can make it.
If I can make it, you should be able to make it.
I don't know. It's the thermarest thing at the bottom. That's the widest point.
Okay. This is where we were talking about. Remember I said lower down?
Yeah?
This is raised up.
Oh. Oh, I get it. I'm not sure I fully captured that, but anyway, that would have been better. Okay.
Here, you can hand it up to me. You don't have to climb, you can walk all the way up. I just did it because I was sick of being in there. fingerboard shelter. We're just stopping for a break and a logbook check. I've actually been here probably, this is kind of like a trip down memory lane from my time at Harriman. So I stayed here in June of 2001. No, 2002 was the last time I was here. June of 2002. It was actually my graduation weekend with a buddy. So, kind of cool. A little different, looks different than I remember. I don't remember it being so steep, because I'm pretty sure I camped down there in a rainstorm, and then we had to run up here to the shelter. I'm with 2 other hikers at the time. They were section hikers too. I don't think we had met a Thru-Hike at that time. Anyway, stay tuned for more. We needed water,
So when we get up north,
so we stopped for water at Lake Girardi Circle. This is
there's a website
happening place. it on top of Black Mountain. I haven't been here camping. I have come up here a couple times in the past, but I haven't been camping on top of Black Mountain in 25 years. And it was in July. I think it was July 10th. I'm a little off. It's July 27th. But almost 25 years to the day. And almost an identical day. Like a little bit of rain earlier. Except I was with 6 rowdy punk rockers from North Jersey. Pretty crazy. Tomorrow, Bear Mountain Bridge. Only got like 9 miles to go or something like that. Day 159, Monday. Oh, that means it's, what is it? 28th? Yeah, July 28th. And I'm coming down off of Black Mountain. And we will be done with Harriman at the end of today. And like I said in yesterday's video, I have a surprise announcement when we get done with Harriman. I'll wait until I get there to put it out. But so you'll have to stay tuned. So I'm at a fork in the road. Optimus is gonna continue on the current AT. But I gotta tell you about something. I'm a sucker for nostalgia. And when I did this detour didn't exist. I get why they did it, but I'm kind of grumpy they did it. So we're about to cross the Palisade Parkway. It's a busy road. It's a busy road. And the detour takes you up to an overpass, kind of out of the way and not a blind area, instead of going straight across like it does right here on the old AT. But what was really cool about this spot, and we're gonna go see if anything's left over from it. But when I did this 25 years ago, you would cross the Palisade Parkway, and in the middle there's a median, but it's not like the median you see on like 95 or something where it's just a grassy median. It's like a woods median, and it's like probably like 0.1 distance, you know, like between the north and southbound traffic. And in the middle, in this like green tunnel, there was a logbook. There was a register right in the middle. So you'd jump across 2 lanes of pretty fast traffic, get into the middle of the median. There was like, I think there was even a bench there. You could take a break, do the logbook, hanging out in between the Palisade Parkway, and then you would go across the other 2. And it's still on here. If you look, everyone marked it. It's on my map too, but everyone marked it Old AT right there, instead of doing this long bypass around. For 2 reasons. I don't like bypasses that add a bunch of miles when it wasn't like that before. And I'm nostalgic. I want to see if any of the stuff is there that I saw when I did it in the past. So I might have to do some Frogger moments on Palisade Parkway, but I will not get hit, I promise. Stay tuned. Faded, but they're still there. Yeah, so just crossed Palisade Parkway. Was it busy? Yes. Were there cars on the road? Yes. But if you can walk 1,400 miles, which we hit right before I took the detour, so Optimus sent me a picture because it was like in the other direction. But yeah, if you can walk 1,400 miles with the AT, you can cross that stupid road. Like, so lame to change it. Like, this is the same reason why I don't think the ATC will ever approve an Aqua-Blaze, because there's danger involved. know, electricity is a new invention and it hasn't quite made it out of New York City yet. But there is no electricity at the bathrooms, vending machines at Bear Mountain. Man, I guess we'll wait another century until technology catches up to here. Closest I've gotten to a bear all trail. Well, I just read something kind of interesting. I knew the Hudson area was going to be the lowest spot on the trail. But the little trivia we just found while going through the zoo is that actually, when you come through the zoo, when you get to the bear's den, that is the lowest point on the Appalachian Trail if you choose to go through the zoo. I guess if you come in after hours or off season, you would do a blue blaze that goes around the zoo. But we're going through it. So, we have just finished crossing the Bear Mountain Bridge. It is 91 degrees with God knows what the humidity factor is, but I've been soaked all day from sweat. And I don't know what it is about New York and New Jersey. I don't want this to sound like a complaining video. Like, I loved the New Jersey, New York section of hiking. Loved it. And it was very fun to reminisce past hiking and camping adventures of my youth. But there's like no water here anymore. Like I distinctly remember a campsite after Bear Mountain in a little valley before Black Mountain that was just like loaded with water. And that was in like late June, and we're in late July. I can't imagine a whole month, especially with how much rain we got this year, would make that much of a difference. It's almost like the water, it just doesn't flow through that area anymore or something, or they've had some reroutes that have affected water sources. I don't know. So we were without water all morning. Got up to Bear Mountain, pushed as hard as we could because we were expecting water availability and maybe vending machines. Neither of which were so. Thankfully, we met some people who acted for their first time as trail angels and gave us a little bit of water, of their water, and they had some ice from some sandwiches, so we rationed out half and half, me and Optimus. He actually probably took less than I did, but we made it down Bear Mountain, and then we got some stuff at the vending machines and made it across the Bear Mountain Bridge. So it's been pretty tough. I'm beat, my feet hurt. And here's where the bad news comes. I told you I had a surprise. And unfortunately, I will not be able to finish New York at this point, because we have decided to flop, whatever that means. Because we're not doing it the way everybody else would do it. A lot of people, when they're concerned about finishing time at Katahdin, will go up to Katahdin and walk back down to wherever they got off to flop. We're doing something a little more unusual. We're going to skip ahead to New Hampshire, where Optimus is from, stay at his place for a couple days, get reset, and we're going to hike north from New Hampshire to Katahdin, summit Katahdin, and then flip back down to where we get, I think, Hanover, New Hampshire, where we got on, and then finish our hike here at Bear Mountain Bridge. So that is the big surprise. I got you there for a second, maybe. And this teleportation device that Optimus is securing is a rental car. So that's what's happening. And we're gonna end up almost a little bit ahead of some of the people we know for a little while. I think they'll catch us. But we might end up summiting around some of the same groups of people we started this hike with. It's kind of one of the reasons, and to take that timeline off of our heads for the Katahdin summit, you know, because, like, you know, they could close as early as October 1st, or October 15th is, like, I guess the good waypoint. But, you know, if we do Katahdin way before that, like in August, end of August, early September, then we don't have to worry about it at all. And then we just the weather can start getting worse as we're getting towards the end at Bear Mountain. So that's the plan going forward. So you're gonna have to stay tuned, but we're getting off right now. Rental car time.